I've had so many people tell me, though, it's so funny, talking about the Kinect, just like, oh, good, you don't have to hook it up. I had so many people say, oh, you're going to get a next-gen camera with your console, and you're not even going to take it out of the box? Yeah, right.
What is a next-gen camera?
You know,
Kinect.
Yeah.
For the next gen, bro.
Yeah, fucking...
I have a Kinect that we got for doing the Just Dance thing. That's been in a box about a year. I don't know. Not that hard to leave it in a box. Anyway,
I don't need to see myself when I'm playing a video game. That's the one time I really don't give a shit what I look like. Don't need to know.
Hey, and it's like, and there are a lot of people with this comparison comes up a lot too. You complain about privacy on your camera on your console, but honestly you complain you got a front-facing camera on your phone. Yeah, cool. Anyway, well, I'm sitting down at home. Anyway, it's like, I don't know what to do. Anyway.
Hey, you know what's really
It's
weird?
not even a privacy thing for me. It's just
really
like, I don't want
like,
it there.
Technology and privacy, and it's just like stuff.
Can we help you?
We got a diesel engine outside.
I feel like there's stuff that happens that people almost just accept without thinking about it or questioning it, and then it comes to me, and I'm just like, why are we doing this? Is there really no other way to do this? At Universal Studios yesterday, there were so many things that were scanning your fingerprint. Did you notice that?
The turnstiles had fingerprint scanners.
The turnstiles had fingerprint scanners, which, why are you scanning my fingerprints? And to rent a locker, I had to scan a fingerprint, and it actually, codified my fingerprint, said, okay, registering. Okay, go to this locker, and I did, and it was already open. I put my stuff in there and locked it, and to open it again, I had to rescan my fingerprint, and it was in the park system, yeah, you've been here before, this was your locker, and I'm just like, why, there's no better way to do this? You're scanning my fingerprints?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
It's just like...
I don't know, I think that's cool, but it is creepy if they are collecting that data.
It's just unnecessary.
Hey, all the rumors, there are tons and tons and tons of rumors that the next iPhone has unlocked. Instead of password, you put your thumbprint on there.
That was always a fake app on the first iPhone. Do you remember that?
The fingerprint
The fingerprint scanner. It was a fake app you could download, and you would just start it by touching the thing, and it would do a bunch of false graphics.
Didn't you have I'm sorry. That reminds me when the iPhone App Store first came out, there were so many funny apps on it.
Oh yeah.
You had one that was create your own meter, and it was all based on how you tilted the phone.
Oh yeah.
And you'd be like, here, it's a gayometer, and you'd stand in between us, or two of us.
Tilt it. Yeah.
It's just there's no argument if your fingers are found on something and there was a crime committed, that's all the evidence they need to say. Your fingerprints are so definitively you that, they're just scanning everybody's fingerprints.
I didn't see them on the turnstiles, but that's creepy.
Yeah, there were turnstiles to get in to rent the lockers, and I'm just like, I want to picture my fingerprint just going to some random computer.
Yeah. Well, the government already has your fingerprint.
I'm not concerned about the government, but it's just I don't want some random is there some dude going through all these
If you have a driver's license,
I don't even know what he would do with it, but it's just I don't know. That's mine. That's my fingerprint.
That happens to me all the time. Not with fingerprints. There are so many times we work with a company or do something for a company, and they go, "Yeah, just email me this info with your social security number."
Yeah.
Do I need to email that to you? I don't think I want to email that to you. There was something, I won't say who or what, but there was something we did that we needed release forms from everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, here are our new release forms. And it was a name and a social security number. And I'm like, I don't want to get that from these people.
Yeah.
Oh, we need it. If this is gonna run where it's gonna run, we need that. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna tell them to put down fake numbers. Just letting you know. I guess there'd be no way for us to know. Yeah.
I guess there'd be no way.
No, so I did that, and then when we filmed the thing, it was someone and all their kids, and they needed to provide all that, and I'm like, yeah, just put, hey, if you want to just put sevens, just go for it. It's what are they gonna do?
That is such valuable information to you. If you open up a bank account, they need your fingerprint.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you gotta give social security number if it's a company paying you or whatever for tax purposes. But for a release form that just says, go for it, you don't need, other stuff like that. There's been trivial things where I've been asked, hey, just so you know, when we reserve this thing for you, and then they ask for that, and it's well, this is not tax related, so why do you need that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm never worried, I don't think, oh, it's going to the government's going to use that, or even like, oh, those people are going to use that. But I'm just always worried about. You always hear this stuff of like, hey, this company went out of business and they threw all their hard drives into a dumpster, and then somebody goes in that dumpster and they get this fucking huge database of secure information. And that it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Are you destroying that? Like, I don't want that to fall into the wrong hands.
I just feel like people who are handling that stuff is dumb. A lot of people are 45-year-old women that don't really know how to use computers. Yeah. And those are the people that throw those hard drives into dumpsters. And if it's someone who's less computer savvy than me, I don't fucking trust it. I don't want them to have my information.
Yeah.
Totally.
Don't do that shit. I was watching the 60 Minutes article, news story about how facial recognition technology is a big thing that's being developed like all over the world. And this professional was like, your face belongs to you. Like, that is such a personal thing. Like, companies should not be able to like lock onto your face and target it to a database and start like advertising you.
Like Minority Report.
Yeah, it's like that. Your face, that belongs to you. Like, a company should pay you to like be targeting your face and doing, I don't know, it's just like, that's your identity. This, like, you can't, that's yours. That doesn't belong to anybody else. Yeah. This shit's getting crazy.
The pigs are walking.
Just like the crazy boys.
In fact, there was actually, the article went on to talk about how it's turning in, some people are becoming so worried about facial recognition technology that it's like new fashion to obscure these technologies, like to bring your bangs down in front of your face, and they were showing like people who are concerned with it, or in the future maybe people who are concerned with it, you'll start seeing fashions.
I'm just gonna wear
designed to like obscure facial recognition from like locking onto you.
In the future, I'm gonna be like wearing a Jedi cloak all the time. So
could you imagine like 20 years from now, people like are just so like, instead of having ad blocker on your computer, you have ad blocker on your face, and you have to wear this thing. So
it like digitally scrambles your face.
Yeah, basically.
Like Ghost in the Shell type shit. That'd be cool.
Just flip his hair over.
Yeah, I could just do that.
You already have ad blocker.
People in the chat, some international people, don't know what social security numbers are.
Yeah.
So you guys have been describing this. It's like a government assigned number.
It's a serial code for people in America. When you're born, you're issued a social security number.
It's for identity.
Yeah, the IRS uses it to track all your income throughout your life. You'll have to give it to all your employers to get a job. When you retire, you'll give that number to the government to get your retirement savings. It's like, it's who you are.
It's the number you have the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's your identification number.
Yep.
It's a very important, secretive number.
Mine's 60.
The guy who was the guy who invented LifeLock, who was like, we have a service that is so secure nobody can steal your identity. I'm so proud of LifeLock. I have my social security number on this truck. They stole his identity with that number.
Of course they did.
They fucking beat LifeLock.
Of course they did, because when you challenge anyone, they'll find a way around it.
There's always somebody smarter than you.
Yeah.
Yep. So, now you know.
There you have it.